In fact, it has a full human face as well, which confuses Mark. Cabrera comes out to attack the Spectre too, but his shot is also in vain and he gets killed too. At least his distraction gives time for the last few soldiers to leave the building and enter the vehicle in order to finally leave the area. As they drive away, Mark tries to ask Comstock about what he saw. He explains he hid under the tub for hours and that he did see the Spectre, but before he can say more, the truck begins shaking and falls to the ground. It turns out they're accidentally entered a mined area. Comstock hits his head as he falls and ends up dead, so do the drivers. Mark concentrates on recovering the hyperspectral camera, then everyone runs into an abandoned factory to be safe while they try to contact the base, although the radios aren't working well. The team begins discussing what happened, finally accepting that what they saw wasn't technology but supernatural. Mark explains the Spectre was humanoid and the way it looked at him proved it was conscious, but he still doesn't know what it is. All of the soldiers' goggles got destroyed in the crash, but Mark offers the hyperspectral camera to check outside the building. They discover there are a bunch of specters trying to come after them, but they can't because a circle of iron fillings surrounds the building and hurts them if they try to cross it. This circle seems to be acting as a barrier and it must have been put by someone there. At that moment, they hear a noise coming from another room. They shoot at the door to open it and scare the civilians in the process because it turns out to be just an innocent pair of siblings. Sari and Bogdan can't speak English, but Fran speaks their language and learns they're alone in here. In this room the soldiers also find a transmission tower, which puts out a huge signal. Everyone within 20 miles will hear their conversation, including the enemy, but Sessions points out this is their only chance to survive. While the soldiers try to contact the base, Mark talks to the siblings with Fran as his interpreter. Sari explains it was her father that put the barrier around the building, and she thinks the specters are lost souls trapped between life and death that can't find peace. Mark wants to know where the father is to learn more, so Sari leaves Bogdan with the soldiers while she shows Mark and Fran the location. Sari hasn't told her brother the truth yet. Their father died while putting up the barrier and Sari had to drag his body inside. Bogdan just thinks his dad is away looking for help. Mark inspects the body and finds